First, congratulations to Coach Curcio and his cross-country team. Fascinating just to hear them talk about their tradition, and I've been here 4 years, and everything we're trying to do is what they've done, or football or wrestling, and hats off to them, because that's obviously one of the major goals of any of the programs in our department, is to compete for championships and win them. We had a up and down roller coaster week, coming off a really tough week where we lost back-to-back games for the first time in 2 years, at home against Coastal Carolina, and then on the road at Penn State, number 9 in the country. To go to UNC Chapel Hill, who's 21 in the country, and knock them off 1-0. Had a bunch of guys step up. Still had a couple injuries, and some guys really stepped up and played a big role. And obviously a quick turnaround to head down to Georgia Southern for a critical Sun Belt match in our mind. If we would have won that, set up a final home game with Georgia State to win the league, and obviously we dropped the game 1-0. The guys fought hard. They did very well. I thought most of the game we got exactly what we wanted out of the game. But in our sport, which drives some people crazy, including me, you got to score the goal, right? And they scored their goal. So it was about a 30-second lapse in mental focus and the game plan, and they executed just exactly what we thought they would. 2 passes in behind, and they score. We probably connected 500 passes for the first time all year. Created a lot of great chances, just couldn't find the moment to equalize. But the group has been resilient, even though they're very young, they're very resilient. So I have no doubt we'll bounce back. We got into training this morning for some of the guys that hadn't logged a lot of minutes, and they'll be off tomorrow, and then we'll get back to work Wednesday. It's senior day, so we've got 2 great seniors in Austin Hill and Alex McGrath, who've really helped kind of right the ship here the last couple of years with their contributions and their leadership. So we're looking to send them off for the win, and hopefully have a big crowd, get everybody fired up with a win, so we can use that momentum to go into the Sun Belt Championships, which we host the following week, the 13th. It'll be a Wednesday, Friday, Sunday format. The league is wide open. Although we controlled our destiny, it's still kind of out there. Maybe not for us, because Central Arkansas handles their business against Howard, then they'll be 4-1 and win the league. But we're still in the hunt for a bye, which is massive in any championship setting. So, pleased with everything so far to this point. Would like 1 or 2 results to have gone differently, but it's more about how do you respond to those things, which will ultimately define the season and write this group's legacy for the season.
You touched on this, but you closed the regular season at home on Saturday against Georgia State. Can you just preview the important Sun Belt matchup? Yeah,
every Sun Belt matchup is critical with only 6 teams in the league, 5 games. Points in every match are critical. This one's no different. We have to win to secure a bye, and then we need a little help. So, I think there's nothing we're focused on but getting 3 points.
And App State hosts the Sun Belt Tournament November 13th through the 17th. What does it mean to the team and the community to host this tournament?
Yeah, I think it's a thriving soccer community. There's adult leagues, there's Mexican leagues, there's youth club, obviously ourselves and the women playing Division I in the community. So people get fired up. They come out to the games. I think to host an event like that is going to be tremendous. The year before I got here, I think it was the first year in the Sun Belt and we hosted. So I'm expecting it's going to be a really big event in town, and people are already been excited about it. I think, for 2.5 hours from the time I sat down in my seat in Chapel Hill to the time I got to Wilkesboro, I was just replying to about 150 texts, and everybody was excited, and then woke up to 40 more. Believe it or not, I'm not real talkative. It was just a thanks or, hey, a copy and paste, and but it took 2.5 hours, to reply to everyone that felt like they needed to reach out, alumni, past players, colleagues, people from here, and that's what it's all about. So I think they're going to be excited, and we're going to put on a first-class event, and hopefully at the end of the day we're holding the trophy.